what we love to do. It's just, we love the heavy music. We love the tattoos. We honor the Lord and in that stuff, what we do.
Hey everyone, this is Dave, chief photographer for NewReleaseTuesday.com and author of the blog Collide Photo. And this is Snapshot, where we go behind the scenes to look at the ministry behind the music. In this episode, we'll meet Brian Head Welch. Going by the name Head, Brian is a former member of the group Korn and is currently a youth speaker and lead singer for the band Love and Death. Brian has often been targeted by the Christian community because of his appearance and musical stylings. And yet, the Brian I met was amazingly humble, speaking freely of his mistakes and his love for Jesus. Brian's passion is being a missionary to today's unreached youth in the heavy metal culture. He takes advantage of every opportunity to perform and speak to them, trying to reach them right where they are.
I remember not when I didn't believe, I just would hear just all this drama going on with religion, whether it's wars, in the Middle East, whether it's, priests or something. You hear bad stories about priests, and then what about the guys you see on TV? They're saying, "Oh, you're going to hell if you play heavy metal music." It's like God came into my world and touched me and said He loves my music, and I was like, well, all these people are misrepresenting it, And I don't really rage against the church. I did have a song called "Die Religion Die," which is, I think all that stuff needs to just die, and but a lot of it is about personal stuff, So, but yeah, that's what I think. I mean, we just got to really display the heart of Jesus. We don't judge people for their music or for their looks, and that's just it's gonna make the whole world not want Him, and it's crazy. That was one event that we called a threat to formalized religion, and that's just the whole thing. It's mainly just come one, come all. Really, you look all freaky and you're all into crazy drugs and your sex or whatever. Well, come in. We want to hang with you. We don't judge you. We want you to come and hang with us and hear what's going on in our lives and where you can go in your life. It's not it's just, it goes back to those same people that kind of put baggage on people, about how they look or how they dress or what music they like. We're like, no, Christ comes in and changes you from the inside out. So you come and you can feel welcome around us, so. We love the heavy music. We love the tattoos. We honor the Lord and that stuff, what we do. And some people don't understand that, how can you honor the Lord with tattoos, get a bunch of scriptures put on your skin, and there's one of the Whosoever guys, Ryan Reese, he didn't have any tattoos, so it's not like you gotta have a tattoo, but it's that's just what I like, and the heavy music, and I don't know, that's who we are, and we're just being who we are, and we're reaching people that are like that, and we're just but I can fit in with anybody. I've spoken at Lutheran churches, I've spoken at conservative churches, charismatic churches, all kinds of different churches. So it's like, if I don't judge the conservative church and I go in there and I could speak like that, then why do some of these people judge us? We're just Christ came powerfully after my life and came and saved me, and it was just so awesome. And that's what He's wanting to do in this generation. And yeah, definitely, they would say that I pray all the time, all throughout the day. I'm praying, but they would definitely, they could, if they were honest, they would say he has a lot of flaws too, like we all do, you know. I have anger problems. Sometimes if I don't see them doing something, then I sometimes will judge it and try to control them, you know. And but it's not major. Like I can always bounce back, you know. But for the most part, yeah, I totally walk it. And but when guys get around each other for like weeks at a time, start to act like guys, you know. So you sometimes have locker room language and stuff like that, and we're like, oh Lord, I'm trying not to talk like that anymore. And it's not like God's going, oh, bad, and wants to slam us with a hammer. But you know, I look at it like this: He really does live inside of us, and He wants to use us. So I try to just get that stuff, press it down as dead as possible, so Christ can like live through me. So, but yeah, we're rough around the edges, but we definitely love the Lord, and it's all about His purpose for this band, and this whole thing is about Him, you know. The Whosoever movement and the people like us, you know, we don't think that we're more special or we're being used by God more than other people. You know, we're trying to do what God's leading us to do, and you know, we don't think we're the saviors of the world. You know, we're all in this together is what I'm trying to say. It's like even the people that bash us, you know, we respect and honor their ministries and like what they're doing. If they could just like kind of just step back and say, wow, God is using these guys to reach people that are like them, so maybe I should back off. You know, I think we're all in this, and we're all just as important to God, you know, and let's not bash each other. Let's just do it, you know, and touch the world.
Hello, my name is Valentine. I play bass for Brian Welch in the band Love and Death. As you can see, my eyes are blue, and they are not white like the billboards or the pictures show. I do not wear them to sleep or when I wake up. A lot of people have asked me why I have them, and I'm just going to go ahead and get out there on the real story on why I wear contacts. When I was a little kid, I went over to my friend's house, and we watched a movie called Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and we also watched Friday the 13th. These were very, very scary movies, and I shouldn't have watched them, but I did. I went home, and about 3 days after that, my dad noticed that I was really scared, like it bothered. And I didn't want to say anything because I knew I'd be in trouble. So he finally sit me down. He's like, "What's the matter with you? You know, you're not going upstairs. You're scared of the dark now. What's going on?" And I told him. He's like, "You know, you shouldn't have done that." And I said, "I know." So he went out and he went out and rented a movie called Screamer Greats by Tom Savini. He was a makeup artist, and it is a behind-the-scenes movie that shows how movies are made. And I watched the whole thing on latex and gel packs and contacts and the whole art form behind it. After that, we sit down and we watched Night of the Living Dead. He made me watch all these movies, these scary movies. Well, during the course of the movies, he would pause it on all these parts, and he'd say, "Okay, tell me how they did that." And then I would look at him and I'd be like, "Okay, in this part they used latex and they dried it with a hair dryer and they have a cord running up the guy's back." And so I dissected all these movies to not be afraid of them, basically. And then I wasn't afraid of them. Then I kind of fell in love with them, the art form behind it. See, back in the day, before CGI, someone would have to come up with a way to do this in a script. And Tom Savini's one of the best, Greg Nicotero. All these guys are like special effects artists before computer just did it. Well, all during high school, I was into drama. I love stage get-ups. I love makeup and the whole act of it all. So that's why I wear the contacts. I think it's cool on stage as far as acting, being able to be something that I'm not, along with there's a message in our music that's there anyways, you know? So that's basically the real reason why I wear contacts. It's not for shock value. It's not for just to make people mad at us or to judge us in any way, shape, or form. That's the reason. Because I've always been in love with art, or the stage performance art. So that's it. So now you got behind the scenes scoops and you realize why. Yay.